where time means nothing and excuses run rampant.
This guy would still be considered long.
One man, one EP, meticulously crafted over time.
A fucking long time.
And now, it's finally here.
Well, whoop-de-doo!
Chronicles of the Long Ting.
Mr. Jabba, what is your government doing about this?
As you know, we have had some success in counteracting their efforts, but never quite enough. At best, we have achieved containment, failed. Now, with the sudden intensification of subversive activity, the outbreak of violence, province, our government is firmly convinced full-scale violence, the only answer to the problem.
It's the Anarchists Cookbook, bringer of apocalypse. Hardback version, delivering the hotter quips. Chapters on unconsciousness, competence and politics. Two different testaments whose difference in synopsis. One's about the gastronomic cosmic pathologist, the other's about how he cleans up the metropolis. The harsh barb, glass shard, sharp barred splitter. The fastest, retarded swimmer from my father's last litter. Lyrical drifter, dramas depicted in scriptures with round names on shopping lists. Bigger than Schindler's. Villainous brainwaves and spits from sinister cylinders. Villainous prime ministers and ministered with clinical mixtures, gulping down sunlight tablets like Hitler's. Coalition governments group with the public, powers are limitless. A throwaway society, all of our investments are frivolous, forever riddled with debts, and the pitiful miserableness is the typical stress of living with less. They raise the price on pints of milk and cigarettes. Hansel and Gretel living in a house made of gingerbread. Chaps have pinched all the lead, Laos chased by the feds, living life on the edge. Man, I'm 6'5", skydiving, no regrets. It's the underground dweller taking you to some uncharted depths.
Watch your heads and mind your steps. Watch your heads and mind your steps.
Because of this, we are also requesting that your team of advisors include a senior officer who's thoroughly experienced in psychological operations.
Very well, sir. I think we can provide you with an expert on the subject.
It's a sick lick syllabus, quick-witted brick bastard. A few sandwiches short of a picnic basket. The braggadocious prick man, sick he can't mask it. The missing link kicking up stink feet in your armpits. You best be digging a ditch or burying my casket. I'm aiming for the start of my trajectory's uncharted. I'm running rings round Saturn as if I was a starship. Astrological charts, but all my patterns are last ditch. The wormholes exist, the home of the dark prince. Tunes banging, moon landing, solar eclipse, the past prints. Streaks on the glass reflect my own shit. Slack galactus, the tard and snatches wrong quick. Desecrating mother nature, rip the ozone with my dick. Ever since 96, influenced by lunatics. Eyes wide shut, movie scripts like Stanley Kubrick.
Cosmic pathologist, clockwork orange shit.
Due to the advanced speed of our craft, according to our Earth clock, we have traveled some 105 years, 8 months, 5 weeks, 4 days, and 11 hours into our own future. Therefore, we conclude that Dr. Stanton's theory of time thrust is correct. Man can propel himself into the future.
I return to Earth's orbit before I crash and burn. It's a pretender with the raw spits that has to learn. Raps well-rounded as the world turns. Changing flows up where it's concerned. Underground I reside under the Earth's curves. Scribe a ridiculous verse, rap sprinkled with dirt. Sicker than clitoris germs that drip from the skirt. From balsamic vinegar, niggas damn stink snaps and squirts. On the brink as I purge, my synapses disturbed. My shrink is concerned that I'm skint and misheard. Limitless work dispersed with a hint of perverse error. My scripts as if they were written in churned turds. Little miss lives are bits like jizz on the firm perks. Good use of Russell giving Howard some stern words. Cowards burned for hours preserved in the church's urns. It's the hellraiser's bed of nails. Getting on Lurch's nerves. Getting on Lurch's nerves. That's right people, it's STLT. It's the Anarchist Cookbook, bringer of apocalypse. Hardback version, delivering the hotter quips. Chapters on unconsciousness, competence and politics. Two different testaments with difference in synopsis. One's about the gastronomic cosmic pathologist. The other's about how he cleans up the metropolis.
We have plans for this type of emergency. prepared in advance and continually updated. So I've been informed by your military attaché.
I'm the spaceman, man cowboy.
Just an addict, addicted to music.
Oh yeah. Countdown to Armageddon, busy on your set.
Enter dimension called the Twilight Zone. You're terrified.
It's a cosmic.
Fall into a dimension that horrifying.
It's a cosmic.
So but far, far away.
Living my life underneath the ground.
Chilling on the slab, hanging out like an effigy. Bending the rules like Uri Geller was the referee. Blessing beats effortlessly, planes of existence in the ascendancy. Blistering heat, hell is where I'm destined to be. Chilling on the slab, hanging out like an effigy. Bending the rules like Uri Geller was the referee. Blessing beats effortlessly, planes of existence in the ascendancy. Blistering heat, hell is where I'm destined to be. Here's a few words, call it a new verse. Cohabit with the flu germs till I'm blue with the hearse. I'm fucked up, screwing the earth, chewing the dirt, food for the words, pursued by a few cats. Streaks, leaks, nude snaps. I'm an alien autopsy, viewed by a few paps. Guess who's back? I've been chewed by a few rats. I'm the crack like Nino Brown and his new jacks. Hijack, booper for medical pack, flu jabs. I'm big in the game, off the chain, change my name to Hugh Jazz.
Hello, this is Hugh Jazz.
Sick as fuck, burn the mic after I'm done. It's crossed my mind to squash my windpipe into my lungs. Anatomically incorrect, I instantly bun. Bot suicide attempts, a mortician was stunned. Spitting feathers like a headless chicken. Hannibal Lecter in the kitchen, frying up giblets. They botched lobotomies and I'm not eating none of his shit. The last time I did, yeah, I was pig sick. Now I'm tripping, having visions like that Sixth Sense kid. I checked the cast list, Dylan playing the role of Haley Joel Osment. My son is a godsend to authorize my inner beast, to cut off my auxiliaries, tunicate the fresh wounds and cauterize capillaries. In times of modern warfare, I rhyme to find inner peace. Character assassination, one of many killing streaks. Villains and creeps living deep in the realm of thieves. I'm one with the trees, I got Dutch elm disease. Creature a habit, yeah, I'm seldom seen. Till you say my name and I appear in your bathroom steam. Like the candy man, I have your hook, now what I mean. Like Sub-Zero, I freeze you and disappear in a stream. But you disintegrate into smithereens, the size of tiny figurines. Small soldiers with gangrene, piss and vinegar in canteens. The night nurse is too lean to administer the vaccine. Patient confidentiality, the chick is obscene. Phallus dictatorship, take the minutes Maxine. Battle reenactments, battlements packed with my crack team. The dead man's bags are packed in the black open back taxi. I'm chilling on the slab, hanging out like an effigy. Bending the rules like Uri Geller was the referee. Blessing beats effortlessly, planes of existence in the ascendancy. Blistering heat, hell is where I'm destined to be. Yeah.
Welcome to Orange Answer Phone. I'm sorry, but the person you've called is not available. Please leave your message after the tone. When you've left your message, just hang up, or for more options, press 1 at any time.
Great turtleneck. Hey, it's Jesus turtleneck. I was just wondering if I could borrow your trampoline and that. Cause I've been needing exercise, but I want that fun exercise to get me jumping, cheering, positivity, you know what I mean? Cause I've been looking in the mirror and that lately and seeing all these man boobs, it's painful. Anyway, it's getting me down, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to cry and rascal answer phone streak, so I'm just gonna say goodbye. I love you, tell my kids I fought for them, but they're in the struggle. Yo, Streakz, the session was like an hour ago. Where are you? There's no way you can be late for this. You told me you was on the way. What, you walk back in time or something? Fuck's sake, man.
Dom. Look, I'm outside your house, yeah? I'm in the car, yeah? We're supposed to be going to the zoo today, do you remember? I've got the bread for the ducks here. I know you're in there. I can hear the music, yeah? I know it's the long thing, yeah? But this is too bloody long.
Welcome to Orange Answer Phone. I'm sorry, but the person you've called is not available. Please leave your message after the tone. When you've left your message, just hang up, or for more options, press 1 at any time.
Streakz, you lanky piece of piss, where the fuck are you? You should have been in the studio half an hour ago.
I wake up every morning with that same old emptiness, drained, vain and penniless, chilling in my residence, brain full of forgetfulness. Fueled by the veins full of plenty of cess. The ashtrays, the cemetery where we lay down our vets. The smoke fills the air as we pay our respects. Henry in the ascendancy, a medley of regrets. Drugs bring out the best friend of me, till there's barely any left. Plenty of sense, but I'm not catching many Zeds, not stacking any pence. Despite my attempts, the lifeline's made of hemp. Food on the table, surviving off veg. Stomach in knots from the coffee shop dregs. The hot shop with a penchant for croissants and Gregs. I live beyond my means, but what do you expect? Letter of the law coming through the door is coloured red. I need to make a change so I can pay my debts. Instead I'm smoked out in a room full of people. Trapped in my own head, I'm far too cerebral. Stumbling over words like my tongue stuck in treacle. The raucous fun crusher with a touch of evil. Finger painting on canvases with uneven easels. I get to the point like cathedral steeples. I type rhymes on my phone when I find myself alone. I find a home inside a microphone. I'm flaky like polystyrene and styrofoam. I'm inside the zone. I'm hot boxing with a lack of concentration. You know I'm not watching. I've lost my wristwatch. That's right, I'm on a long ting. I've lost the plot. Screwed from the toxins. I'm not in a position to move. Blitz on the dudes. My prescriptions consumed. Visions are skewed due to the misted up rooms. Twisted positions assumed. I'm used by the moves on an Rubik's Cube. I turn down the tunes to turn up the news. Politics, agendas and extremist views. I can't believe it's 4:22. Too much doom and gloom to improve my mood. I'm a roast mind that should make the most of its time. I was supposed to design a poster tonight. I'm overprescribed, prang and always inebriated. I let people down and damn I feel deflated. I need to get real and be more dedicated. Embrace my radio show and really appreciate it. Instead of being reliant on feeling medicated. I'm sick and tired of that same piff, different day shit. Jaded, the groundhole's wasted, I've faced it. My mind's in a vice grip, I feel like I ride drip. I don't even write shit, what kind I type it? Memos are reminders of candlelight hijinks. Ample time for streaks to catch 5 winks. My eyes itch through conjunctivitis. My mind sticks due to constant highness. Strong subconscious, rude and self-righteous. The lifeless snorer of pipeless orchestra. Water torture to wet your head. Left for dead in the 90s, listening to Red and Meth. Music lessons on my Mac and a Jest live sesh. I rock a black hoodie and I look fresh to death. Shit, shower and shave, there's still the stench of cess. Habitually late, preventing my success. I'm my own worst enemy, sudden outburst tendencies. Green with envy, jealousy's affecting me irreparably. Endless amounts of obscenities dispensed readily. A cocktail of excuses, blood, sweat and dependency. Mary Jane's messing my short-term memory. I've lost my house keys and every motherfucker's expecting me. Yeah. Hip-hop junkie / patch monkey on the count of 3. Let's get funky. Now wouldn't it be funny if Rick Moranis shrunk me? You'd never catch me coming up short on a drum beat. It's that intrepid adventurer holding his ground, throwing it down. The shadow of anonymity, no one knows him in town. All he can ever do now is rock an overdue crowd. It's that intrepid adventurer holding his ground, throwing it down. The shadow of anonymity, no one knows him in town. All he can ever do now is rock an overdue crowd. I'm saved by the bell, but don't compare me to Screech. Capiche, the freaks off the leash. Gremlins, midnight snack, feasting on sweets. Hank Marvin laughing, grasping for quiche. Carving a niche, raise a sharp arm to the teeth. Shadows cast the vast stance of a beast. Master of the dark arts, mark-wise released. I'm radiating heat whilst I'm arming the beat. Burst one of the masterclass, partially complete. Wild blow, homie, it's the one and only Streakz. Not to be confused with the phonies on the streets. Locally known dolies only eating off their beefs. Opponents don't know me and their potency is brief. Oxygen deprived, it's a pity they can breathe. The city's not big enough, if only they would leave. How's it going, Sony mate? I'm sorry I'm late. I don't mean to seem like an ingrate. I've been digging through the crates, looking breaks getting baked. You can tell I weeded up from the look on my face. How's it going, Sony mate? I'm sorry I'm late. I don't mean to seem like an ingrate. I've been digging through the crates, looking for breaks, getting baked. You can tell I weeded up from the look on my face. They call me the long ting, I consider myself a pragmatist. Van Gogh was a masochist, blood splatters on canvases. I'm an ancient anarchist, analyst, lapsed pacifist, scatterbrain strategist. Cannabis is the catalyst, shedding light, ignite the wick in the candlestick. Patch monkey with strangle spits, channels a hiss. Starting from scratch, I manually flip the switch. Check the kettle of fish, that is my channel list. The archaeologist type, the Tony Robinson is. The silent witness acknowledges the Saki pathologist. Diagnosing murders, kidney stones made of amethyst. Losing patients at hospitals without dialysis. Caught red-handed, it's the green-fingered vandalist. Hands ripped to bits, the riddle with calyxes. Sparking stems denser than asparagus and carrot sticks. Channeling my rage into a gamma-sized dragon fist. How's it going, Stoney mate? I'm sorry I'm late. I don't mean to seem like an ingrate. I've been digging through the crates, looking for breaks, getting baked. You can tell I weeded up from the look on my face. How's it going, Stoney mate? I'm sorry I'm late. I don't mean to seem like an ingrate. I've been digging through the crates, looking for breaks, getting baked. You can tell I weeded up from the look on my face. Once again, backed by popular demand. No, I don't shot crack and I'm not on remand. British homegrown talent like a cheese pot plant. No need to chat breeze, this geezer's got charm. Shut the door, boys, where you're born in the barn. Keeping my calm whilst I'm spinning a yarn. Reaching for the stars while I'm speaking in psalms. If life's a bitch, well, I'm sneaking a glance. I'm feeling a ras, adulterated politics like Andrew Mans. A fat chance, sumo fits, a brand new stance. Gripping in ever pants, I need you dance. Fit chicks in negligees with see-through parts. Pies tighter than bar mitzvahs where Hebrews dance. Grease proof for marks, sweet truth for loose tarts. No need to prove, used in the booth, a few sparks. Blow up in the room, it needs a new arch. Howling at the moon, cut my teeth, a new start. Hip hop, hip 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 hop. Hip hop junkie slash patch monkey on the count of 3. Let's get funky. Now wouldn't it be funny if Rick Moranis shrunk me? You'd never catch me coming up short on a drum beat. Hip hop, hip 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 hop. Hip hop junkie slash patch monkey on the count of 3. Let's get funky. Now wouldn't it be funny if Rick Moranis shrunk me? You'd never catch me coming up short on a drum beat. Hip hop junkie slash patch monkey on the count of 3. Let's get funky. Now wouldn't it be funny if Rick Moranis shrunk me? You'd never catch me coming up short on a drum beat.
The sun died. The sun died with my love. When you left me blue, the summer died.
I'm sick and tired of living like a chump. I strip my wires to light, and up I light a blunt to get tongue-tied. A burnt out brain remains blazed from the day that the sun died. Collapse of the civilization built up in my mind. A corrupt institutionalization, victimization between the lines. Society in decline, visualization of abstract rhyme. Sobriety by design, so I can climb in cash-strapped times. Icarus planned to survive, crashed on the door to the flies. Landed on a transit van, extracted with the jaws of life. Branded with the gastric band, the back is disproportionate type. The thorn in the side of the pride. Roaring in signs, born from the mind, augmented in light. Thoughts formed from design, tormented and maligned. The author of lines, oxygen deprived. Live long and prosper, abscond with the philosopher's shrine. Kingdoms a dosser with a monstrous appetite for crime. Average height, madam ties with compassion inside. Empire state of mind, spotting off biplanes as they dive. Huge split in the side, a cruise ships that collide. Cruel to be kind, who decides who lives and who dies. Nice guys finish last, why try and surpass? Picked on as a kid with a violent past. I could blow up in the charts, I wouldn't survive the blast. Living bars, living fast in high contrast. Prolific charge vibe, prolong as long as the songs last. So sadistic, larger than life, chong from strong grass. My own biggest critic, kindred spirits. Inside the shot glass, hot bars, silencing cynics. The cross paths, I used to roll stone to pick the image of a rock star. Lines crossed like Lampard shot when it hit the crossbar. Lost life, surviving off instincts and pot plants. The rough starts, age 17 in a daydream. Harebrained schemes, blaze some haze green. Cooking a la carte cuisine for the college canteen. Cutting up butternut squash for unwashed teens. Age 18, fatherhood was upon me. Dropped out of college depressed in all honesty. Got a hotel job that wasn't that quality. Hotter than Hell's Kitchen, smells like quarantine. Baby's life is in shambles, no Keith Doherty. Didn't have a winning start, life's like a lottery. Uncharted geography, son returned to his father prodigally. Born in a broken home, mother care with no warranty. What's wrong with me? Time for a lobotomy. Dealt with the situation promptly and properly. Human tug of war, but he's nobody's property. Custody given to me by public authority. Uncommonly go against the majority of the norm. No motherly tolerance or me viewed as a scorn. All I worry about is new school uniform. My inner child died, but a father was born.
Welcome to Orange Answer Phone. I'm sorry, but the person you've called is not available. Please leave your message after the tone. When you've left your message, just hang up, or for more options, press 1 at any time.
Alright, Streakz, where the fuck are you? You don't turn up in the next 10 minutes, you're getting the diss track. And that's just how it fucking goes. Call me back, fuckers.
Streakz along, Ting! Yo, it's Hannah B! Where you at, man? I've been waiting for you for too long. Please try and do something other than being long.
You're shit and you know you are. You're shit and you know you are. Hello Dom, it's Mike. I've been in the studio now for half an hour. I wanted to record some fucking raps and that with you, but obviously you can't be here. So I'm just here with you know who. Brilliant, nice one. Yeah, give us a ring, will ya? Nice one. Yo. Right, go on, Streakz, what's good, fam? Yeah, blubber, just shouting that food out here, innit? Yo, hang on, one second. No, Mum, I don't want to go to croquet practice this evening. Yeah, hit me on your back, fam, cool.
Yo, Streakz, it's Harry. I've been trying to get hold of you, as usual. Get in touch, mate. I've got something I think you might want to see. Not in a strange way. I went to your barbers that you've been going on about, and the fucking geezer shaved my eyebrows off. So, cheers for the tip-off there, mate. Get in touch. Safe.
Is that Streakz? Streakz? Is that Streakz? No, it's like I was on the telly and that, love. No, he's not even saying anything. No, it's like a machine or something. No, but it's like the telly. Oh, forget it.
The other person has hung up.
Switchblades and the devils in life. I'ma do this till the day that I die. That's right. The quick way, get paid, pedal the wide. I wasn't prepared to pay that price. That's right. The switchblades and the devils in life. I'ma do this till the day that I die. That's right. The quick way, get paid, strike with a knife. Imagine if I'd have died that night. The story takes shape as I uncovered the case. Rediscovered the breaks in the pit full of snakes. The looky man with the wrist full of fakes. A certain type of face determined by serpent-type traits. The merchant of faith in his own time and space. Cars parked by roadside instead of switching plates. Charge bars we chose to run, misled on different dates. I must have had closed eyes to introduce you to my mates. Rose-tinted spectacles, I'm far too baked. These lines are uncut like huge Peruvian flakes. Whilst your mates tried to screw me, you maneuver me in place. You tried to fuck me over, no euphemism for rape. Plans to pursue the food, man's are ruthless these days. Now you're running scared, beware of the bloopers on tapes. No doubt, Streakz don't speak to the jake. Decapitate the snake, a feast for the leeches to taste. The switchblades and the devils in life. I'ma do this till the day that I die, that's right. The quick way, get paid, pedal the white. I wasn't prepared to pay that price, that's right. The switchblades and the devils in life. I'ma do this till the day that I die, that's right. The quick way, get paid, strike with a knife. Imagine if I'd have died that night. So check the crime scene, the guy's never been seen before. They tried to scam SP for green at the door. Crack team of fiends were surprised he was raw. Machete will settle the score, he gave you what for? They escaped so fast, almost left a hole in the wall. Down the stairs, dropped the knife, pride came before the fall. You tried to blag me in my flat, acting insecure. Your mind was wise to what my eyes might have saw. The perfect alibi, plenty more snakery in store. We went to see if FP's cool, if I recall. You parked in the same place as you had done before. Round the corner from the bakery, the green roaster stands adjacently. You've been waiting patiently, I stumbled onto your scam mistakenly. You tried to take me in with the bullshit fakery. Freestyling Bailey about events that had happened lately. Blatantly, I should have seen it coming. Things making run-ins, never shed a tear for the man who sells onions. Well into the hundreds, blowing abundance. Snow drifts and tundras, the big stitch up, sniffed up. Shank wielding youngsters, now I'm yielding punches. A victim of the hunger, succumb to the crisp paper golden wonder. Set up to get hit later by that same bold mugger. Keyhole uncovered, I hadn't seen your brother. Feet through the door, you screamed and blubbered whilst you rolled on the floor, screaming out your lungs. I got slashed in the shoulder, stab wound one, kick your boy in the nuts. Now I'm back in the living room, catch a breather, give me time to regroup. Situations off the hinges, door goes kaboom. Dude enters the room screaming, give me the food. Blag the chav, I got nothing for you. Tried to jack me in my pad, but I stayed resolute. Attack, snatch and grab that Mac compute. Stab wound 3 down 2, the fact it couldn't be removed. I had to react, I couldn't be subdued. I hobbled to the hospital for orthopedic shoes. I missed hip-hop, Halloween, eating canteen food. This is the Skid Row radio show, chopped and screwed. Switchblades and the devils in life. I'ma do this till the day that I die, that's right. Quick way, get paid, pedal the white. I wasn't prepared to pay that price, that's right. The switchblades and the devils in life. I'ma do this till the day that I die, that's right. The quick way, get paid, strike with a knife. Imagine if I'd have died that night.
Being in the face of the beast.
Fuck you. I wish that kicking brutal shit.
Life's a bitch, and though we know somehow we all gotta go.
It was a year in the life. It went wrong, but it steered me right. Hindsight's a bitch, but she's clearly right. Pastures are green and the future seems bright. It was a year in the life. It went wrong, but it steered me right. Hindsight's a bitch, but she's clearly right. Pastures are green and the future seems bright. It was a year in the life. Well, 15 long months to be precise. My ex's birthday's on November 9th, but the story kicks off on Halloween night. Got myself involved in a fight The term shallow queen seems to be right. My affections was burned, weeds healing my mind. Lessons were learned, only being polite. Germinated seedlings in pots, feeding off light. 400 watts bright, Rotterdam industrial type. The greenhouse effect, man, it sinks outside. Paranoid as fuck, fall victim to the pride. Quality crops that turned out alright. Before I helped my mate renovate for a fortnight. You face on the estate, should've shown more foresight. Plus got better locks, plus a camera and a porch light. It was a year in the life. It went wrong but it steered me right. Hindsight's a bitch but she's clearly right. Pastures are green and the future seems bright. It was a year in the life. It went wrong but it steered me right. Hindsight's a bitch but she's clearly right. Pastures are green and the future seems bright. I tell you the betrayal, karma and crime. The basket case charmer with snakes in his eyes. It's my story to tell and I'm taking my time. Get your own PlayStation instead of breaking inside. You stole from a child under the age of 9. I wish I realised at this stage of time. Did I send you into a rage with that crystal maze line? Typical snakes, Richard O'Brien. Your bald head is swine. Your only real friends are of the canine kind. I meant it as I said it, take it as it's implied. Amateur clowns pop now with Stanley blades and not size. You had Andy hang around me just to keep me in line. Planned to meet Angie and Mandy but you weren't on time. It was the turning of the tide and I'm learning from the signs. We met outside Mecca, there was doubt in your eyes. At the base were blazing joints, sat outside the castle made of stage. Conversations online, preoccupied by phone calls of the complicated type. Your missus wasn't calling, you were just stalling for time. Whilst your mates are breaking in, blatantly taking what's mine. Call you later mate, 8:30, maybe 8:45. I just track the track, you boys park the car out of sight. There's no doubt in my mind, there's no signs of life. Just watch out for the time and be prepared to turn out the lights. It was a year in the life. It went wrong but it steered me right. Hindsight's a bitch but she's clearly right. Pastures are green and the future seems bright. It was a year in the life. It went wrong but it steered me right. Hindsight's a bitch but she's clearly right. Pastures are green and the future seems bright. After 6 weeks I was back on my feet. Shouldn't have left the flat keys with the scouts could see. Arrival and departures, black bags and duty free. If you look closer there've been bags of juicy trees. Now I'm back in my pad, my mate's moved in with me. He's just lost his flat through something to do with green. Again drug related but nothing to do with Streakz. Now I'm back in the kitchen, the griddle providing heat. No more blue cheese, nugs and towers of sour D's. Now I'm flowering trees of Exodus cheese. Khashoggi, Peng, heavily BLZ. Beelzebub brother was blazing the devil's weed. Extraction THC from the leaves held in the deep freeze. Richie has an elephant pipe, then heads back to sleep. Fluorescent type, BMX bike, PS3 athlete. One hell of an MC, fresh crepes and trams feed. Jet set plans, my fam had to leave. Don't get me wrong man, the down would have been sweet. I had to stay for my son to water the seed. Now it's back to college for me, I was taught to succeed. Previously discharged dishonorably, now I'm forced to believe education's important to me. Fortunately I can't afford to retreat or pay an extortionate fee to record an MC. Thankful for all the beats that have been afforded to me. Last Cat, the first track performed by Streakz. No detour round the houses, I free fall at speed. Treacle sounding mouth down to all of the trees. Overgrown rolling stone, notice the crow's feet. You know my steez, overdose over stones beats. I got my shit correct, you know there's no need. It's Streakz signing out, time for me to say peace.
Not one of them under 5'6". What kind of theater are you running, huh? I'm sorry, sir. But no, the more of the funny show, the little puppets hitting each other. That's what I like. Little things hitting each other.